What's up guys, Justine here of YugaTech. And by now, Xiaomi basically established their Redmi Note series as one of the top setters for what a bang for your buck mid-range smartphone should be. Last year, we gave the Redmi Note 10 Pro a number of thumbs up for the upgrades it received, and now that we have the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G, let's find out if it still reigns supreme in its range. This is our Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G full review. Okay, right off the bat, the first thing we notice with this phone is how hefty it is. The Redmi Note 11 Pro is thick with sharp and flat edges, which isn't really easy to use one-handed, nor slip into pockets. Nonetheless, it feels and looks robust, plus it's IP53 dust and splash resistant, so it should be fine for people with slippery hands. Do take note that this doesn't mean that it's waterproof, but it should survive accidental splashes or some rain. The unit we have is in the mysterious black color, and it sports a solid metal chassis with a frosted glass back that gives off somehow a light effect when moved towards different angles. We do prefer this compared to a glossy finish since it's less prone to smudges. Here in the Philippines, it will be available in polar white and Atlantic blue. More at the back, we get two protruding square camera modules stacked vertically on the upper left corner to house its triple rear cameras and LED flash. Then there's some Redmi branding below. Found on the right side are all the buttons, the volume rocker, and the power key, which also doubles as a fingerprint scanner. Meanwhile, located on top is a secondary noise-canceling microphone along with a second set of speaker grills. You can also find here its 3.5mm audio port and an IR blaster as usual. Now, the bottom part is also packed with the primary microphone, primary speaker, USB Type-C port, and a hybrid card slot for a nano SIM or a micro SD card. Flipping up front, we get a similar display to its predecessor. Not that we're complaining, it's still very nice to see a 6.67-inch 120Hz Full HD Plus AMOLED display with Gorilla Glass 5 protection in a mid-range smartphone. The bezels look relatively slim with the call speaker on the top part, and as you can see, we get a punch hole notch on the upper middle, which you can still hide with a black bar in the settings. By the way, there's an additional screen protector included in the box that you can install for yourself. Quality-wise, this display is vibrant, sharp, and has nice deep blacks, so maximizing the system-wide dark mode is great. Viewing angles are looking good, and it's easily viewable under direct sunlight with a peak brightness of 1200 nits. In the display settings, you can change the color scheme to the standard, saturated, or vivid, and you can also tweak your preferred color temperature. Then of course, there's the option to switch the refresh rate between the smooth 120Hz and the standard 60Hz if you want to save more battery life. Xiaomi's reading mode is also on board, and it helps reduce eye fatigue if you're always on your screen. As for audio quality, the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G features a dual stereo setup that can get really loud compared to most smartphones in its price range. Oftentimes, we get a balanced mix of mids and highs, but expectedly still lack space. Thankfully, you can always use your wired headsets on it for an even better listening experience. Running the software show is Android 11 skinned with MIUI 13. This interface still resembles MIUI 12 a lot, but we get a few upgrades on the font, live wallpapers, privacy features, and overall app performance. Apps are arranged on the home screen, but there's also an option for an app drawer if that's what you prefer. Thankfully, there are now lesser ads across the system, and the promoted ads toggle is now turned off by default, while you can still turn it on if for some reason you want the ads. Then of course, there's also the option to change the control center style if you want the simple and familiar drop-down style, or the newer iOS familiar look that separates the notifications from the main control center. Personally, we're liking the newer version. Now, as expected, we still get a number of Xiaomi proprietary apps, Google apps, and a few third-party apps like Twitter, Lazada, Netflix, TikTok, Facebook, and Spotify. I like that majority of these apps are used by most users, so they're more of a convenience than a bother. With 128GB of internal storage, this leaves us with a usable space of 106GB out of the box, while you can expand this via a micro SD card for up to 1TB. Moving on to performance, locally the Note 11 Pro 5G is equipped with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 695 processor, together with an Adreno 619 GPU and 8GB of RAM with 3GB memory extension available. You can turn this on in the settings manually for more efficient multitasking. So the new Snapdragon 695 is an octa-core chipset manufactured using a 6nm process technology, making it comparable to a Snapdragon 765G chip with a slight advantage on battery life. In our day-to-day experience, the phone has been great, especially for ordinary tasks like taking photos and videos, running social media apps simultaneously, and browsing. We get a smooth scrolling and even gaming experience thanks to its 120Hz refresh rate and 360Hz touch sampling rate. Although we did encounter some heating when playing heavy games for a long period of time, but not to an alarming level. There were also rare occasions wherein an app would just crash if too many other apps are running in the background. Therefore, we suggest keeping the device optimized. If you're interested in the numbers, we'll flash them now. When it comes to biometrics and security, you can unlock the device via the side-mounted fingerprint scanner and through facial recognition. Both worked fast and accurately. Honestly, we think that placing the fingerprint scanner on the side is a more convenient way to unlock your phone as it is quick and easy to access. The device's connectivity features are complete with dual SIM, 4G LTE, 5G, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.1, GPS, NFC, screencast, and an IR blaster. One of the major upgrades that we get is in the battery. Despite getting a lower capacity of 5000 mAh compared to its predecessor, it is now well compensated with 67 watts fast charging. Surely guys, there's an adapter and cable included in the box. When we ran it in our standard video loop test, which entails playing a 1080p video on loop at 50% brightness, 0% volume, 120Hz refresh rate, and airplane mode turned on, the Note 11 Pro 5G yielded 22 hours and 30 minutes. That's very good. Charging, on the other hand, takes less than an hour to reach 100%. Checking out cameras, the triple setup at the back is composed of a 108-megapixel wide primary lens, which is similar to last year's model. Then we get an 8-megapixel ultra-wide and a 2-megapixel macro shooter. At the front, there's a single front-facing camera with a 16-megapixel lens. When it comes to quality, we were impressed. It brings out a lot of details, vibrant colors, and a decent dynamic range in bright conditions. Ultra-wide photos turn out good as well, however, looking closely at the edges and corners, there is some softness and distortion. The set of cameras allow you to zoom in from 2 times, 4 times, up to 10 times with still preserving some clear details. But if you want better quality, then you can always use its 108-megapixel mode or the Pro mode that also gives quick access to the 108-megapixel lens. As for night photography, without the AI turned on, it often looks shadowy. But when we use its night mode on, we get more subtle details with better lighting effects. It does a respectable job. Checking out some selfies, it looks a bit pale most of the time, falling more on cooler tones. But with very good lighting or sunlight, you can get a natural-looking photo. The portrait mode provides good enough subject-background separation, plus you can adjust the aperture and blur style depending on what you prefer in post. For videos, weirdly, you can only shoot up to 1080p at 30 frames per second. It's rather disappointing that the brand decided to remove its 4K video recording option here since it's becoming a norm in a lot of mid-range smartphones already. And come on, this is their Pro 5G model. But anyway, there's a Pro video mode with stabilization that you can take advantage of. Alright, we're now down to price. Here in the Philippines, the Redmi Note 11 Pro is yet to be officially released, but based on its global pricing, we're looking at between 14 to 16,000 pesos. We'll update you guys in the description box once it's finally available. As for our thoughts, honestly, it didn't stray away much from its predecessor, but its upgrades in faster charging, overall performance, and 5G connectivity seem like practical improvements that a lot of users would want to have. It's more than enough for its price, making this another bang for your buck device from Xiaomi. We highly recommend it unless the lack of 4K video recording is a deal breaker for you. And that's it for this review, guys. Now I'm gonna pass the question to you. What do you think of this Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G? Let us know in the comments. And like usual, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and be sure to visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this is Justin, and don't forget to wash your hands and stay safe!